I told you, I am working, but we are in capacitation,
In training.
in training. Yes, we are
Mm,
we are in training.
yes.
So no, we
Oh,
have weekends off.
okay, very good. So just and what do you normally do on training, on the training period?
On the training period, study the product, the mark.
Ah, okay. What are you doing, Lau? I mean, what is the job about?
I am working in the area of the customer service
Oh, okay, got it, got it, got it, got it.
in TP at TP.
Okay, very good. So it's like training the agents or what?
Mm, Training about the product because
Okay.
they have different marks or
Mhm.
brands or how can I say?
Yeah, like companies,
And
clients.
yeah, companies,
Mhm.
companies, clients, and we are at Capital One. Capital One. It is a bank
Ah, it's bank.
in the USA.
Okay.
And yes, we are in the customer service area.
Okay, great. So no working on Saturdays, nor weekend, nor Sundays either.
No, until training or while training, while
Yes.
we're working in or we are in training.
Sí.
But then I have Friday and Saturday off.
But you work on Sunday.
Yeah, I had to work on Sunday.
Well, but you have 2 days off. That's good.
Yes, it's good.
Mm, yes. Bueno, very good. Can you see my screen? Yes. Ah, yes, we are already recording the session. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. So yesterday we had our first class of the first week. And as I said yesterday, this week is focused on verbs, right? Here we're going to have some questions, and I would like you to just give me a honest answer. Ready? The first question is, how do you normally keep up with your tasks? Do you remember what is the meaning of keep up with? It's a phrasal verb that it has three parts. So do you
No, teacher,
have
no,
an idea?
actually.
Keep
No.
up, it's like maintain the pace. Bueno, there is a word which is pace, that is not peace. It's similar to peace. I mean, it looks similar, but it's different. Peace is, like paz, but
Mhm.
pace is ritmo. Un ritmo que no es musical, sino como el ritmo de las cosas. So in that case, I said, how do you keep up with your tasks? It's like how do you maintain the pace of your responsibilities? How do you comply with everything that you have to do? Being a mom, working, down the housework, cooking maybe, or doing the laundry, but all of that. How do you normally keep up with your tasks?
But I don't, I don't understand.
Don't worry. What I mean when I say keep up with is like how do you organize your time so you can do everything that you have to do? For example, I keep up with my task organizing an agenda weekly because of course I have two jobs and I have my house and I don't have kids, but I have to wash the laundry, I have to cook some days, have to clean the house some days, so I have to organize my schedule. So, but what I do is to write down everything in an agenda. How do you keep up with that with your task?
Okay. I have everything in my mind and I organize, yes, I don't have an agenda exactly,
Mhm.
but I have my own schedule in my mind. So I think I have to exercise things. I have to work, so I have to cook lunch and what else? No, like my mind, and it is a daily routine.
Okay,
Every day I do the same things.
okay, okay. So you never forget anything.
No, no. I never forget anything.
Like for example,
No.
there is a PTA. PTA, it's like I don't know what is the meaning of that, but it's like reunión de padres, parents. What is it?
Mm,
Well, there is it's an acronym which it means like parents meeting, ready at school. Do you write it down in any part, or you just remind it when is it and not never forget it?
Mm, the teacher, the miss, or my son's miss, she remind us every PTA. How
Mm-hmm.
can I say
Yeah, yeah, PTA.
PTA? Every PTA. And well, for example, for doctor appointments,
Sí.
I have an agenda in my cell phone. I have a note. I have some notes, and I have a dentist or a pediatric appointment,
Pediatrician.
pediatrician appointment, and vacuums,
Vaccines.
vaccines.
Mhm. Yes.
Now I have everything in my agenda, but
Okay.
daily I don't have a daily agenda.
I
No,
understand. I understand. That's good.
no. Maybe because you are a teacher, yeah. You
It's
have classes every day, different at different hours, but no, in my case, I don't have.
that's true. That's true. Good, very good,
Mhm.
excellent. Okay, now, well, in that case, we have that word, which is keep up with, and it's like maintain, continue with. I mean, stay. How would you say like catch up, no? Like quedar al día o estar al día con, no? Like, sí, ponerse al día. It could be keep up with. And then we have another one, which is how did you last boss turn out? It's an intransitive verb. That turn out. What is the meaning of turn out? What does it sound like?
¿Cómo despedir?
Not really. When I say turn out, it's like result. So, for example, I said, how did my last boss turn out? He turned out really a really nice person. Or he turned out to be a really strict boss. Or he turned out to be a crazy man or something like that. Turn out, it's a synonym of result. Como resultó ser, o resultó tener, o resultó he turned out to have, he turned out to be, and so on, right? So how did your last boss turn out?
Mm. Mm. He turned out like yes, like he
Sí.
turned out like calm person, like yes, chill. No,
Yeah, could be. Okay.
yeah, he was like a calm person,
Okay. Was it
hard worker
surprising?
person.
Was it surprising for you? I mean, that did he look like that, or he turned out different what he looked?
No, he looked like that.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So you expected that person to be like that.
yes, I expected to that he was like a Sheila, a calm, nice person.
Okay.
Mhm.
Muy bien, very good, excellent. Now, other two that we have, oh, well, the first verb that we had yesterday, have you ever dropped out of a bad decision? Do you remember what was the meaning of drop out of?
The heart?
Yeah, in this case, like
I
retire.
don't know. Drop out without
But yeah,
abandonar.
sí, abandonar, yes, or retire, or yes, leave something. In this case, have you ever dropped out of a bad position, bad working position? Like you say, like, no, here I don't feel comfortable, the conditions are not good, I quit. Have you?
Yes, actually, I have a work as a psychologist. I was freelance, and she never pays me on time.
Mm,
And every week was the same thing, and I decided to quit to let the job.
yeah. Oh, I decided to drop out of that job, drop out
Okay,
of the job.
drop
Yeah,
out of job,
exactly, out of the job. Very good pronunciation. Good,
out
excellent.
of the job. Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, like teachers and psychologists, we have to do the same, and it's charge in advance. Charge in advance because later the people after receiving the service, they always are reticent to pay, no? They are always refuse to pay. Hmm.
Yes, but she was the owner, or she was the boss. She was
Hmm.
the owner. She was my boss, and the people paid she, and she paid to me.
Okay, I got it.
Hmm. And she find the people or the clients,
Hmm.
and she paid me. But the problem was she, because she never paid me on
Yeah,
time.
even though she had
Yeah,
already the money.
yeah. She had the money. Yeah,
My God. Okay,
but I
very
don't
good.
know what happened.
Well, I don't know. Some bosses are like that. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah,
with them.
and when you work as an independent person, it's really hard.
It's
No,
really
but
hard.
yourself, when you yes, when you work through a company,
Hmm.
or a company pay you for hours or for services, it's really hard.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. Yes, I mean, I had the same position like you because, as I said, teachers and psychologists have like kind of the same one. And, yeah, I mean, working per hours or something like that is difficult because later people say like, but did you do all of those hours? No, I think it were less hours. And then you say like, no, but okay. And then you kind of have to beg for your money. Do you know what is the meaning of beg?
No.
Como rogar.
Back. Yes.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, so he's like, "Hey, please pay me, please."
Yes, but you earn money for hours, but you can, how can I say, quota?
Charge.
You can charge before the classes, no?
Yeah, but I had exactly the same service when I started at the beginning of
Oh,
the
okay, yes.
exactly the same service that you mentioned. One, and he was a teacher, of course, but he was like the creator. He found the clients, the students,
Mm-hmm.
and he like gave us the different classes. So for example, he
Okay,
said,
yes.
I have one class for you, but it's in Bosa, so you gotta go there. And I used to do all my classes monthly, and then I said, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
gave, let's say 16 hours, for example. Then he said, okay, so 16 hours is 500,000. Let me
Mm-hmm.
see it, and maybe next week I pay you. And I was like, oh my God, okay. But I have
Oh
already worked
no,
the 16 hours.
terrible.
Yes, at the beginning
And
it's
there are many people living that, because there are some teachers on TikTok
Mhm.
that say, we have a different teacher for you. So, I mean, he is the boss and he has different teachers in his company on his
Yeah,
project. And but you don't know, you're just pay, but you don't know if he pay of them
exactly. So
to
but
them.
most of those model of business or business model works with people who are just rookies. Do you know what is the meaning of a rookie?
No.
It's a person who is a beginner,
Okay.
un novato, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So when we are just graduated, and it's a good job when you are starting because you don't have to worry about getting the customer, getting the hour. No, you just go teach your class and then get paid with some
Mm-hmm.
difficulties, but it's good for the people who are starting. But later, with the time, you need more stability, So that's why
Yeah.
most of the people who are in that business model used to find students who just graduated or who are in the last semesters for teaching personalized classes. That's why.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. In fact, that was my first experience as a psychologist.
You see?
Oh my God, it's raining cats and dogs.
Yes, it's true. Well,
Here. Yeah?
oh, here too, yes.
Yeah, there. Okay. Oh my.
And there are some huge lightnings like
Yeah.
I know, my God. Bueno, no, last question here in this slide. Have you ever passed a good vacancy up? This one it's a separable verb. The verb is
Yeah.
pass up, and it means like let pass. You know, like ignore something and let it pass. In an opportunity, basically. So, have you ever passed up a good vacancy, or have you ever passed a good vacancy up?
When I started studying English, I was looking for a position where I speak English, and my first the first I propuesta, how can I say propuesta?
Proposal.
Offer or
Offer
proposal.
también. Proposal es propuesta y offer es oferta, but both are fine.
Okay. The first offer was like in the area of the customer services, so customer service area.
Mhm.
And uh, when I had to speak English and I say no, so I had to pass up the offer or pass the offer up.
Both. Pass the offer
Yeah,
up or pass up the offer. But why did
pass
you
up
say
the
no?
offer.
Were you scared?
I don't know. I don't remember actually. I don't remember. It was like 3 years ago, I guess. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was the yeah. I feel I was afraid of mhm,
Okay, okay.
that
Well, that
that
did.
it was a good proposal. It was
Mhm.
a good proposal, and I don't know. Maybe I in that time I was thinking about work to work in. I was thinking about working in psychologist. So
Okay.
I say no. Why? If I am a psychologist.
Of course.
But yeah, but since 2 years ago, I think different. And I say, okay, it is not my career, but it's okay.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of psychologists are related to the area of customer service, right?
Oh my God, yes. There are many, or doing something different than your
Okay.
career. I don't know why, because you can find a job position or you don't have the money to pay a master or specialization
Mm,
or I don't know for different things. And some people or some psychologists can find um, a job.
mm,
Yes. Yes,
okay,
it is.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
I have many partners or coworkers. No,
mm,
coworkers. No, like yeah,
yeah,
like
colleagues.
colleagues. I have colleagues living abroad and working something different.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
it's so sad.
I think
But
that psychology it's a very hard area because you have to carry out with the weight of all people's problems. So no, my, I think it's very exhausting, demanding, right?
mhm, it is. It is. And I don't know. I have no work with adults. But oh no, yes, obviously, because I used to work with elderly people,
Mm-hmm.
but no, it is different when you work with like 30 or a person in the 30s or 40s or something like that. You have more responsibility, and when you work with children also, you have to talk with parents and the children, and it is hard. But I think that is the payment. It is so worst. Worst?
Yeah, it
No,
is so bad.
it
It
is,
is so bad, or it is
yeah,
the worst.
so bad. Yeah, it is the worst, or and For example, when I used to work with, or when I worked as a freelance,
Uh-huh.
uh, they don't pay me too much, and mm, well, I have my husband, and it is an upside, and a downside, no, upside,
What?
como algo bueno,
Ah, an upside. Ah, yes, of course. An
an
upside. Yes, of
upside,
course.
an upside, yes.
Eh,
But yes, it is hard. It's
my
hard.
God. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, the same. I mean, we are practically in the same situation because we are paying the apartment and everything. And I am doing it because I have my wife and she's also a teacher and she also has two jobs. So we kind of have like good salary because it's like four jobs for two people.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not a good salary per se. I mean, it's not like a engineer that it has only one job and 6 million. No, it's two jobs and making it count like one. So it's of course payments are not the best in our majors.
But nowadays that I am on TikTok, I can see many teachers as you, and they earn, I think, very well because they are I don't remember how can I say, ellos cobran,
Charge?
charge, bueno, pero they
Hmm.
charge in dollars
Ah, yeah, of course. I have seen it too.
because the hour is to $20.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah, there are some apps
any.
and they help you
Mm-hmm.
to get customers from other countries. So the customers from other countries, they pay in dollars, which is really
They
good.
pay in dollars, yes,
Hmm.
and they are Latins, and
Hmm.
they are Latin people, but they are living abroad
Sí.
for sure. And yes, but I don't know. You have many options to earn money. I think as a
Yeah, it's
teacher,
true.
yes, because for example, working from home or like that, like on internet, you
Hmm.
can earn good money as a teacher.
That's true. True, true, true. Yeah, but the thing is that my other job it is face to face, so I gotta go until the university. So, but it's fine. I mean, it's good. It's good.
No me
Ay,
quejo.
my God. Yes. Yes. Bueno, dear. So yesterday we talked about the phrasal verbs, and it was a lot of vocabulary, but in general terms, it was easy to understand. Today we're
Mhm.
going to. It's not something new, but it's something that we gotta remember, and it's that the verbs, in general, the normal verbs, they have two different patterns. Two patterns is that they have like two different structures that they could follow. Some verbs are used, as I said yesterday, with infinitives, and some verbs are used with gerunds, right? For example, we have the verb enjoy, that it's a very typical verb, and I know that always after enjoy, I can put another verb, but that verb is going to be with gerund. So I say, for example, I enjoy playing soccer with my friends, always in gerund, right? But in the same way, there are other verbs that are usually followed by a verb in infinitive. No, for example, want, that we saw it yesterday. Want, it's a verb that includes other verbs afterwards, but is usually, for not saying always, includes all the preposition to. Want to, and then the verb in infinitive. For example, I want to learn French. No, so in that case, there are some different verbs that follow different patterns. Some of them follow this one, some of them follow the other one, right? But in both patterns, we have like some sub patterns. It means like some substructures, no? From the ones that are with infinitive, we have verbs that don't include an object, as well as those verbs that can include an object, a personal object. It means that this action goes over a person. In the same way, when we have verbs that follow gerunds or that are followed by gerunds, we can have verbs plus gerund plus, or no, mentiras, without an object, or the verbs that are verb, the gerund, then a preposition, and then an object. Ready? So sorry, first the object and then the preposition. So we're going to have four different like kind of categories here, and I selected new verbs. I didn't select the verbs that we always have that are like, for example, with verbs with infinitive, we have want, need, have, go, yes, or get, right, or going. That are the typical verbs that are always followed with to. We already know them, no? The same way I didn't use or I didn't select the verbs like enjoy, like, dislike, love, hate, ¿cierto? That are the typical verbs that are followed by gerunds. But in this case, I try to select some other new verbs, okay? So we're going to see which ones are followed by infinitive, by gerund, or by infinitive or gerund, and in addition to an object. Ready? So here without an object, I mean verbs that are kind of intransitive, that they don't receive object afterwards. We have afford, which is a synonym of pay, fail, which is like not completing one objective, proceed, similar to Spanish, proceder, prepare, very clear, learned, and seek. Yeah. So they are followed by an infinitive. For example, afford to, fail to, prepare to, learn to, and seek to. You know? Do you know what is the meaning of seek, Lau?
No.
Similar to search. It's a synonym of search.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like looking for something, right? Or like try to do something. For example, when I say I am seeking to, I am seeking to, I don't know, I'm seeking to Mm, I'm seeking to relax at night by reading. Yes. So it's like trying to do something or seek some information, like I am seeking to learn about one topic, whatever. Yes. So in that case, these verbs are just followed by an infinitive, but they don't have an object. On the other hand, we have the verbs that are followed by an infinitive, yes, but they include an object per se, because this action goes from one person to another person. Advice, that is the synonym of suggest, yes, advice, it requires a person. For example, my teacher advised me to, and then this is the sentence. The same we have allow. Allow, it's a synonym of permit, yes. Cause, causar, convince, very clear. Encourage is a synonym of motivate. And instruct, which is very clear, no? But these verbs, they go over an object. So these actions go from one person to another person, right? For example, parents allow children to eat candy, right? The parents are the subject, the ones who do the action, and the children are the objects that they who receive the action. What is the action? Allow. It's a permission, no? And what is the permission about? To eat candy. So in this case, these verbs are going to be followed by an object in order to clarify who is the person who receives the action itself. Okay? Questions about these 12 verbs? Or are they clear?
No.
Okay.
Not for the time.
Not for the moment. Good, excellent. So those ones are, as I said before, usually included with gerund. Now we talk about the ones that are included or that are followed by gerunds. It means by a verb in ing. We have appreciate, very clear, consider, very clear, suggest, keep, miss, and postpone. Ready? Uh, can do you know? I don't know. Do you know what is the phrasal verb which is a synonym of postpone? It's a synonym and it's phrasal verb.
No.
No, put off.
Pero
Put off. It's like also postpone or something, right? And it is also followed by gerunds, no? So in that case, I said, okay, for example, I appreciate sharing time with my wife. That's something that I appreciate. I consider changing my job, or I am considering changing my job. I suggest exercising 3 times a week. I keep reading articles every morning, for example. No? Keep, it's maintain, but when I use keep plus a verb in ing, It means that it's an action that is repetitive. For example, I don't know, I keep having problems with my boss, or I keep looking for new job opportunities, or I keep arriving late to the job. So it's something that it's an action that is repetitive, that happened once and over again. Okay? Miss, miss is, it means extrañar, but in this case, when I say I miss doing something, it's like, well, you miss that action. I mean, you need to do it again. You remember nostalgically that action before. Oh my God, I miss going to walk after work. So it's like in the past, no? It's thinking about it nostalgically. Easy. Those actions are intransitive, so they are just, they don't have an object afterwards. So I said, I appreciate it, then the action, that's it, right? But on the other hand, we have the ones that go from one person to the other. Do you know what is the meaning of blame?
Insultar,
Almost, but no.
maldecir.
No,
Oh, no. Me suena a insultar.
it's kind of similar, but blame is culpar. Ready?
Mm,
So I said, don't blame me for that. Don't blame me for that. It's like, do not blame me for any action, right? Or for example, my mother blamed me for using her no sé, her perfume or something like that, right? Or my father blamed me for taking his car. Yeah. So in that case, we have the subject here, then the object, that is the person who's receiving the action, and then what is the verb, or what is the action that I am being blamed for. That action is going to be in infinitive, no, sorry, in ing, right? So it's like, let's say, my sister blames me for breaking her notebooks or something like that, right? In the same way, we have forgive, which is perdonar, thank, very clear, agradecer, suspect, yes, dissuade, which is like the opposite of encourage. Encourage is motivar, dissuade is the opposite, no? Disuadir or prevent a person to do something, right? And interest, like invite, no? So, for example, I interest my best friend in going to concerts with me, right? So I said like, let's go, come on. It's going to be super clear, blah, blah, blah. I invite you. And he says, okay, listo, I go. So I am interested, or I interested my best friend in an action that it's going to concerts with me. Ready? So these verbs, they are not only like, okay, yeah, blame. That's it. No, it's blame a person and for another action. Take into account that these expressions have established prepositions. So it's not really common that we say, for example, interest another person to. No, it's always with the same preposition. Yeah. Dissuade from, suspect of, thank for, forgive for, blame for, right? So the preposition is previously established, and that's the way that it is. Okay. Now, questions until this part? Oh, it's clear.
clear.
Clear. Very good. Okay. Could you please tell me what was the last person that you thanked for something?
That I think.
Yes, that you thank for something. Like you say,
Okay. Mm, I thanked for
who? I thank who?
okay. I thank my husband for cooking the dinner.
Perfect. That's it.
Cooking dinner.
Exactly. Good. Excellent. Then, what is a person that you normally interest in doing activities with you? Could be your husband, your best friend, somebody.
I interest in my husband in doing in exercising. Yes.
Yes, perfect. So you interested. Oh, I mean, right now or in the past?
Not right now.
So I normally interest my husband in exercising with me. Very good, right?
Mhm.
Now, since the preposition is different, the verb is in ing. But what about if I say, for example, convince? Same idea that you expressed lastly, with interest in, but use convince. How would you express the same idea but using the verb convince?
I convinced my mother to to buy a skirt.
Exactly, very good. So I convinced my mother too. These ones, they include the other preposition there, right? Good. Last advice that you gave to a person?
Hmm. I advise my husband to or not to doing no not to sleep a lot.
Okay, okay, very
For
good.
example,
Okay.
reason
Yes, very good. So not to sleep a lot or so late or something like that. Very good, right? So in the same way, we can use the others, and it's a matter of, as I said yesterday, with these verbs happens exactly the same, that they are expressions that you have to include according to your reality, according to your context. For example, if you are a person who never say thank you to nobody, because for some people saying thank you it's difficult. They are not thankful people. So probably this verb is not going to be for you, no. But if you are a very confrontative person and you are kind of conflictive, maybe blame for it, it's going to be a good verb for learning, right? Or if you are a person who are very supportive with other people, probably encourage, it's a good verb for you. Yes. But if you are a person who is all negative and you try to see the negative part of everything, probably dissuade from, it's going to be a very verb. So it's just knowing yourself, knowing your reality, and in the same way, knowing your reality, contextualize your vocabulary or the vocabulary that you are learning. That's it, right? Dear, help me to read the example over here.
I suggest taking advantage of the time so you can learn to improve every day. I will allow you to grow and stop blaming others for losing your own time.
Okay, very good. So it suggests, suggest is a verb that it's followed by an infinitive without an object. So just the action. So I suggest taking advantage. What's the meaning of taking advantage?
Como tener ventaja, ya se me olvidó.
Aprovechar, taking advantage. O sea,
Aprovechar. Ok.
literalmente es tomar ventaja, que pues básicamente lo traducimos como aprovechar, ¿ready? Muy bien. So I suggest taking advantage in gerund, obviamente, ¿cierto? I suggest taking advantage of the time so you can learn, or you learn it's with or infinitive, so you can learn to improve, right? Every day. No necesita objeto, solo el verbo. That's it. Learn to improve every day. It will allow. Allow, it's a word that it requires an object. So it will allow you to, obvio porque es with infinitive, to grow and stop blame. Blame, it's a verb that has another verb, another verb in gerund, but before it is like preceded by an object. No, actually here we have two verbs. Stop is another verb. Stop is a verb that uses sometimes ing and sometimes infinitive. Some verbs have this quality that they can use both options, gerunds and infinitive, but there are some typical, some minimal verbs, and I'm going to show you in a second. But here we have blame, so it's blame others. Yes, tienes que dejar de culpar a otros for losing your own time, right? Entonces, there in that sentence, we have examples of all the different categories. And the idea, of course, is that you can try to select the verbs that you like better. Here we have 24 verbs. Select five, maybe one of every single category or two of every single category, and introduce them in your daily vocabulary, right? When you do examples, when you are doing your daily routine that you said that you do every day the same. So try to include in your thoughts, in your mental examples, try to include these verbs, okay? Bueno, now we have these four verbs. They have the possibility to include both things, right? Gerunds and infinitive, but with a different in meaning. Some other verbs, like for example, like or love, they have the possibility to use both ing or to, but it's the same. I mean, if I say I like working at night, it's exactly the same that if I say I like to work at night, is the same. But in this case, no. When I have forget, mean, regret, and stop, if you use ing, it's not the same that if you use the gerund. Not, sorry. If you use ing, the gerund is not the same that if you use the infinitive, right? This, for example, when we have the verb forget. Forget, you know that it's olvidar. Please read what is the meaning when we have gerund.
Something you actually did but don't remember.
Exactly. So it's something that you did, but you cannot remember. You said, I forget talking to my mom, but I know that I talked to my mom, but I forget doing that, right? So it's
Mhm.
something that you cannot remember. Nevertheless, we know that you did it, right? And the other,
Not sure if you did it or not.
exactly. So in that case, you are not sure. I mean, you can't remember, but you are not sure that you did it. Is it? I don't remember to turn off the stove. My God. So you are not sure if you did the action or not. It's not exactly the same as the other one. No, in both cases, you forget something. But in one case, it's just like a rhetorical question. I don't remember doing that, right? Or on the other case, it's like I don't remember to, and then the action. Ready? The forget plus gerund, it's more or less what happens when you are drunk or something that you do things, but next day you don't remember that you did it, right? And the other one is when you just forget the things, okay? Now we have
Okay.
mean. Mean, we know that it means significar, but in this case, it's going to be something completely different. Now, what is mean plus gerund?
Involve or necessitate.
Very good. So when I use I, that means calling my mom. It means that one action involves or requires another action. Yeah. For example, living in couple means no sé, discussing a lot, for example. It's an example, right? Or having kids means sacrificing your time. So it's like the action requires another action. That's why we use means and then the ing. Okay. While on the other case, we have mean plus to, and it's intend or try to. I didn't mean to offend you. Yeah, like I didn't try to offend you. I know I mean to help you, but I couldn't. I was trying to help you, but I couldn't. Yeah. So when I say mean to, and then the very infinitive, it's intent or try to do something, right? Now, until this for questions about them. So far, so good.
No, it is good.
Okay, very good. So, can I ask you, what does it mean? What does it mean for you, of course? What does it mean being a mommy? What does it mean being a mommy for you in your personal experience?
It means mm, being brave.
Being brave for disciplining your mom, your child.
Yes.
Good, excellent, very good, right? And uh, what does it mean? What does it mean to stop talking with a person? As a psychologist, my dear, what does it mean to stop talking with someone?
But does it mean to stop talking with someone?
When I break up my relationship and I said, I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Okay. It means mm, mm, you don't feeling no you don't feeling
You
yes you
you
don't
are not feeling.
feeling okay you're not feeling this person along. I don't know how
Mhm.
can I say como cercana como que ya
Close.
no te interesa close.
Exactly. Okay. So
Okay.
in that case, we could use mean and to for saying like you don't mean you don't mean to establish or to contact the person, right? Like you are not trying to contact the person or to be close with the person, no? So that's the way. Mhm. is to there. Then we have the verb regret, very easy verb, just arrepentirse. And when
Mm,
it's with ing, it says be sorry for. So the natural meaning of regret. I regret breaking up with her, for example. Or I regret drinking last night, for example, right? It's be sorry for something. The natural thing of regret. But when a person says, I regret to, it's because it's about to introduce bad news in an announcement. For example, when they say, sorry, but the taxes are going to increment. No, the
mm,
politician said, the next year the taxes are going to increment. So I regret to announce, I regret to inform the public opinion, I regret to inform the Colombian citizens that blah, blah, blah. So we know that it's a bad news. Ready? Similar
mm.
to lamento informar. Okay,
Okay, okay.
okay, good. And the last one is stop. Very clear verb, of course. Then it's going to have the possibility to use both too. Stop doing something and stop to do something. Ready? So, first one, stop doing something. What is the meaning of that?
Stop, like stop talking.
It means quit something. No? What is the meaning of
Wait,
quit?
parar.
Yes, exactly. Well, see, it's a synonym of stop. So when I say stop doing something, it's quit an habit. I stopped talking to my brother because he was taking advantage of me for a long time. So I stopped talking to him. I stopped drinking so much coffee because I was suffering anxiety, so I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped smoking because I was having breathing problems, so right? Whatever. So stop doing an action, it's quitting the action forever. Yeah. But what is the other meaning? Stop to do something.
Mm. Stop. For me, it's the same.
It's
Stop.
the same.
Stop smoking.
Okay. Yeah, I stopped smoking. But if I say I stopped to smoke, what is that? If it's with two.
Uh, you change the action for another action.
Exactly. Yes. So you were doing something and then you stop that action to do another action. I
Mm.
was playing soccer, but I stopped to drink water. Yeah, so you change one action
Okay.
to do another.
Mhm.
Okay, ready? Ready, very good. So, and the final example, please help me to read it loud.
I didn't mean to offend you. I really regret yelling at you. I will stop acting like that.
So, I didn't mean to offend you. It was not your intention. Yeah, you didn't try to do
Mm-hmm.
that. I really regret yelling at you, so you feel bad for that, ready? And I will stop acting like that. It means, sorry, it means that you will stop the action forever, no? So,
Forever,
four
yes.
four verbs, but depending the preposition or the way that the pattern that you use, it's going to change completely the meaning of that, right?
Just for that, for verbs, right?
Yeah, probably there are a couple more, but these ones are probably the most typical ones. I cannot
Mm,
think in any other example for now. Probably there are, but those verbs that are all kind of clandestine. So, no, these verbs are the most typical ones that have that characteristic. Okay.
okay.
Mhm. And finally, for closing today's class, we have expressions with to be. These collocations there are very important because the expressions with to be are very popular. And in this case, we have, of course, both categories. Expressions with to be that are followed by infinitive, and expressions with to be that are followed with a gerund. Of course, those expressions with to be that are followed with a gerund, they finish in other different preposition. Bueno, with the exception of be used to and get used to, which are expressions like estar acostumbrado a y acostumbrarse a. They finish in two, but they are followed by a gerund. But it's like an exception. Normally, all of these ones are going to be followed with two, and of course, next included a verb in infinitive. Ready? So be ashamed, sorry, be amazed, be ashamed, be determined, be eager. What is the meaning of be eager, Lau?
I don't remember.
Similar to be willing to. Be willing, that's another one actually. Be willing, and it's like estar dispuesto a. Y be eager to is like estar preparado o estar entusiasmado a, something like that, right?
When people said God willing,
God's will. It's only God's will, and it's like como la voluntad de Dios. Will is
no
voluntad.
God willing.
Yeah, I have never listened God's will. I have listened God's will, but maybe God's willing
Yes,
would be
well,
like como Dios quiera también, ¿no? Could be.
sí, Dios quiere. Okay.
Exactly, right? Disappear. So in that case, all of them are used with to. Very similar. It's just expressing an adjective, no? Amazed, ashamed, determined, ready, lucky, willing. It's expressing just an state. Here, the same, but with other different prepositions, ¿ya? O sea, acá es estar sorprendido de, estar avergonzado de, estar determinado a, right? But here it's estar aburrido de, but it's with a different preposition. Be bored with, be convinced of, be good at, be interested in, be worried about. Yeah. So in that case,
Mm-hmm.
all of these expressions that follow with a other different kind of preposition, they include a verb in ing. Okay, so gerund verb in ing. While here, of course, it's a verb in infinitive. So, Miss Lau, tell me, my dear, what is something that you are worried about in this moment?
Mm, I am worried about working in TP.
No way, why?
I feel older. Yes, and there are people younger.
Yes. Actually, there
There
are
are younger
teenagers,
people.
19,
Yeah.
20.
And I feel like, oh my God,
No, but it's
where
not
I,
bad.
but no, it is okay. And I am 32, but I feel really young. But I don't know, people in 20s or teenagers are different,
Totally different.
totally different.
Yes,
And but no, I am worried about working there, but I think that it would be okay.
yes, it can kind of happens the same with me at the university because of course I teach teenagers and people in their 20s. But I look like different now. I remember when I was back in university and I said like, of course, it was so good to go out with friends and go to drink at night before, well, whatever. But now I just want to finish my class and come home and spend time with my wife. But they're saying like, teacher, let's go drink. Teacher, let's go do something. And it's like, no, thank you. You know what? I'm fine. I don't want to drink. I am fine. I just want to go my home. And I think it's going to happen to you too. Like, no, I'm fine. I want to go like play with my kid and that's it, right?
Yes, yes, I feel the same.
Okay, my dear, very good. And last one, what is something that you are willing to do?
Mm, where is willing, teacher?
Like ready to do. It's a synonym of be ready to. Be willing is estar dispuesto a.
Okay, I am willing to work in a call center.
Yes, of course. Exactly. So you said like I am willing to do everything to help my family, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay,
I
lovely. Ready. So a lot of different expressions, a lot of different verbs, a lot of different structures that we have seen tonight. But in
Mm-hmm.
conclusion, we have both gerunds in one way, in one hand, and infinitive on the other hand, right? It's a matter of memorizing, but I think it's very clear for you. And you will see that as you continue like listening and reading and how do you say that, contextualizing with English all the time, you are going to find it easier to remember if that verb or that expression is with infinitive or with gerund. If the next time that you say, okay, I am very good too, you said very good too doesn't sound right, no, then you start recognizing those patterns in the verbs. Okay, so it's going to be easy for you, don't worry.
Okay, teacher.
Okay?
Yes, I have heard more. be bored with, good at, because I had to study for the interviews, and I say I am good at dealing with people, or I am interested in working in this area or something like that. So yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, as I said, those expressions with verb to be are really, really useful because they are very easy to use and they are very, how do you say that? Useful because they can be
Useful, yes.
applied in different situations. Yes.
Yeah, yes,
Mhm.
okay.
Bueno, Lau, we close with your example. Read the last example that it's right there down. So read it, P.
You can never be ashamed to practice your English. The first step to be good at speaking is losing the fear.
That's it, right? So
Yes, it is true.
pretty clear message, okay? Laurita, questions, difficulties? How do you feel in the last level? Good?
No, teacher, good. I like this topic.
Very good. Yeah, it's kind of, and the classes are going to be more like that. I mean, that if we cannot cover all the topic, but we can talk, it's also
Hmm.
a good practice. So I prefer to do that too, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
so do I.
great, excellent, my dear love.
So am I. Okay,
Very
teacher.
yes.
Thank
So
you.
no, thanks to you. See you the next week. We have one class, and I think it's on Thursday, if I'm not wrong. Yes, on Thursday. So see you there. Nothing. Have a good week. Have a good weekend, and good luck in your job.
You too, teacher.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
and have a
Goodbye.
good night.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye.